Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading about somebody that has taken something that is not theirs and maybe even kind of gloated about it a little bit, and now they're about to lose it. So we have Thief, Gift in the reverse, and House. This could be somebody that you felt you were very close to. It could be somebody you lived with, or somebody in your family. This house card makes me feel like this is implying proximity emotionally or distance wise with the person that has taken something that is not theirs. They don't get to keep it because it's not theirs. Stop chewing the plastic, please. Sorry, my kitty cat. All right, let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Happy Thursday. I hope you all are doing well. I missed you yesterday. I had internet issues, such as life in the country sometimes. Let's dive in. I think we're going to go with the Earth and Bone. Stop it. You're crazy, man. My cat Hambone really likes to chew on plastic, if you're wondering what I'm trying to police over here. What was that? Hey, stop it. Yeah, no, that's not cool. What are you doing? All right, we have number 24, Beloved, Love, Relationships, Reciprocity, Union, and Intertwinement. And we also have number 6, Surrender, Letting Go, Trust, Consideration, and Expansion. So I do feel this is somebody that you were close to. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner, but this could just be somebody that you had a really strong connection to because you've known each other for a long time. Maybe you grew up together. Maybe you went to the same high school, whatever it is. There was a sense that you could trust this person, and you found out, actually, I guess I can't trust this person. You're so cute, mister. So we have the 6 of Cups in the reverse along with the 4 of Cups. There is a desire here for somebody to leave behind an old way of living. So you may have outgrown some of the contacts that you've known for a long time. You may feel like you have learned some lessons that maybe others have kind of shied away from learning. Hi there, Daywalker. How are you doing? You may feel like some people aren't trying to see things for the way they are. There's something here that you have rejected that a group or a family has not. I look at this 8 of Swords as kind of a willful ignorance. So you may be kind of separating yourself from, like I said, a family or a group that are convinced life is this way when it's really not. They're just kind of justifying something here by believing this way. So we have the Knight of Cups, 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, and Temperance. There was an unfair offer made. This theft may not have been, hey, here's a necklace I want, I'm going to take it for myself. It may have been somebody taking advantage of a situation to try to get an unfair advantage or get more than they should out of a situation. But with this Temperance card, it looks to me like the universe has plans or accommodated the situation to try to make sure that whatever is unfair is made fair. That's kind of the way the universe likes to go. We have the Queen of Swords, 9 of Swords. There's some anxiety, a little bit of sweating about the details or being worried that somebody's going to find something out. So it's almost like, I hope they didn't read the fine print, or I hope they don't realize that I took something that wasn't mine. Yeah. It's like I took the cookie from the cookie jar. I just really didn't want to deal with the consequences of my actions. So if somebody sees that I took that, that's like a source of embarrassment or shame for me. So if somebody doesn't, they don't want to get caught. I mean, who does want to get caught, right? But there is like somebody being difficult or uncharacteristically rude because they're feeling ashamed of their own actions. It's like when you take money from somebody who is less well off, that should make you feel ashamed, right? So we do have a little bit of regret. Somebody feels like they did something they shouldn't have done. It's only a matter of time before people see what their actions were. Hi there, Voodoo. How are you doing? Eight of Wands in the reverse. Nine of Wands. I got one more. Four of Wands. That's a lot of fire energy. So you may be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But if you are not, the main energy is I would rather avoid talking about it because I feel bad about what I did in order to make something whole again or make something right. The phrase, I just lost it. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. I think that's the phrase. I owe somebody else money. So if I take a little bit from you and a little bit from you, then I can, square this off. But then now I feel bad about what I did to Peter, right? I'm glad to hear that, Voodoo. So it's like somebody felt they were forced to do something they didn't want to do to avoid a situation that would have gotten pretty difficult or pretty hairy. All right, we're going to grab from the Energy Oracle, see what else we have for you here. Blossoming abundance. Envy. Whoever was the victim of this theft is somebody that has been perceived from an external person as overly abundant or didn't work for what they have. They have enough, they don't need all of that. What's in particular coming to mind is somebody who feels like they have more dependents or more people who are reliant upon them, taking from somebody that they deem to have more than one person should have, right? You don't need two cars, you're just one person, so I'm going to take that off your hands. Now, that's probably not what really happened, but that's the general concept, right? Somebody here has made a decision for someone else because they feel like the person they're talking about or looking at has more than they need, has more than they should. A sense of entitlement, right? This is the Miracle Tarot, the Fool in the reverse, the Lovers in the reverse, and the Five of Swords. Sometimes people think that a small grievance would be easily forgiven, kind of like that better to ask forgiveness than to ask permission vibe. But what whoever this thief is, fail to acknowledge is that they may actually be kind of sabotaging themselves with this action. It kind of feels to me like stealing from somebody because you feel they have too much, only to realize that that action renders you ineligible for an inheritance. So you steal $100 but lose 10,000, something along those lines. You bit the hand that feeds you, something like that. And now you have a bigger price to pay, which could be how somebody is losing what they stole, right? Yeah, that's fine. You took more, or you took something that wasn't yours, but now something that was going to be yours is no longer yours, right? I really feel like for a decent amount of you, this is about inheritance or some sort of family wealth that kind of gets rewritten. We have the World in the reverse, Page of Wands in the reverse. Somebody could still edit something. Somebody could still restructure how something happened. And this is being received as bad news. It has something to do with property. It has to do with a house or somebody potentially being worried they were going to lose their house, get kicked out. And now the consequence is much greater than what they initially took, right? Like, I stole $500 so that I could pay my rent, only to get then written out of the review. Hi, later. Oh, okay, have fun. I can't help but look at this 10 of Cups that happens to have nooses on it as there being something kind of nefarious at play. There could be, for example, somebody that had like a gambling issue, somebody that was trying to cover up a dalliance or a bad decision with regards to their romantic relationship. It feels like somebody could have had a conversation, asked for what they needed, but in some sort of attempt to not have to talk about what's going on, they hid that. It's kind of sad. So King of Rings in the reverse, which is the King of Pentacles. This is somebody that, hold on, I think we can just kick you out forever. Oh yeah, no, you're good. By taking what wasn't theirs, there's negative karma dished out to somebody who will not elevate or not have what's due to them. I really feel like they're losing something that was supposed to go to them because they took something without asking. This is the Situations deck. Hi, Pamela. How are you doing? I hope you are as well. Oh, thank you, Daywalker. How's it going? Hi, Peggy. How are you? So we have the Divine Feminine here. And we have Recalling in the reverse. So somebody is trying to forget what they did. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to think about it. They know, however, that it's going to come back to haunt them. They just maybe didn't see how bad it could get or the actual consequences they could face. Hello there, Joshua Tree. How are you? We have Children in the reverse. Poison, toxic, unhealthy, desire. I mentioned a dalliance earlier. I think someone got caught up in a little bit of a tornado here, a little bit of, like they got carried away. Maybe they were trying to impress someone. Maybe they were trying to hide their expenses. We have Negotiator in the reverse and Pop-Up in the reverse. So somebody that maybe was trying to impress another person with what they own or what they have because there was some physical desire here. And now I think they know that there's going to be negative consequences for them. It's like they're waiting for the shit to hit the fan because they know it's going to happen. Hey, Miss Tiana, how are you doing? Two of Pentacles in the reverse and Judgment. Somebody help me out. I'm hearing a song. I'm pretty sure it's from the 80s. And it goes, Two of Hearts. I think that's what it is. That somehow is important for someone here. Could be trying to choose between two people. Two of Pentacles in the reverse suggests money issues, and we have Judgment, but this time it's in the upright versus it being in the reverse back here. So this to me seems like that rebalancing of the scales from a karma standpoint or a justice standpoint, saying that wasn't yours, we're going to take that right back. Like it's the house taking your chips back, right? That's what I'm saying, Daywalker. That's definitely a thing. And the cancellation is a good thing, I assume, Miss Tiana. Thank you, Voodoo. Hello there, Nancy. How are you doing? We have the Fool in the reverse, and we already had that with the Marigold Tarot. I'm telling you, somebody knew that they shouldn't do this, but they did it anyways. It's like, yeah, there are going to be consequences. I don't want to think about that right now. I'm just going to do what I do. More fire energy here with the Eight of Wands, this time in the upright, and the Five of Wands. This is an argument. Five of Wands is combative energy. And it could be somebody discovering what's missing, what was taken, and just flat out calling someone out. I know you did this. I know it was you. There's nobody else it could have been. So how are you going to make this right? Strength and Six of Cups. I feel there's a respectful but firm, how are you going to fix this? What did you do? Be honest with me. And with the Six of Cups, it's like, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt because I've known you a long time, because I'm related to you, because we have been friends forever. But you better make this right. If you want to stay in my life, or if you want to not deal with difficulty, I encourage you to figure out how to make this right. Ten of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Taking something of great value with no right to it. Expecting something amazing without having worked for it, without having earned it. Definitely have to keep in mind we have envy afoot, right? We have somebody who thinks, you don't really need that. You don't really deserve that. You didn't really work for that. And then we have Death in the reverse. Almost like somebody thought they got away with it. I kept waiting for somebody to yell at me or ask for this back, and then nothing happened. I felt like it was going to be okay. And then all of a sudden, this person's walking away. This person's saying, you've got to do something. You have to pay me back. You have to give that back to me. This isn't right. Two of Wands. Page of Cups and King of Swords. I think when whatever was taken was discovered to be missing, the owner knew instinctively, but that was Jared. But that was Kelly. I know who it was. I'm going to go right to them. Hey, I think you owe me something. I think you owe me an apology. And I think you have something in mind. And that confirmation came through in somebody's facial expressions, the like deer in headlights. Yeah. All right, let's get a few. We'll go with the signs of the times. Hey, you can't be that cute all the time, mister. He's laying on the ground with his pepper toy that has catnip in it, just like, oh my God, stop, you're too cute. Now he's like, this is the pepper. What else do we have for this? Dice. Somebody took a chance. I'm telling you, that's also related to the thing about gambling. Somebody here has a gambling issue. Not all of you. Remember, these are general readings, so you have to figure out how it applies for you, right? And then we have lotus flower, enlightenment. Lotus flower is beautiful, especially because we have the Egyptian tarot out, which has definitely got some lotus flower images for us. I'm trying to think. It's usually with the queens, so we might not have. Oh, here's one. So I'm pretty sure that represents the lotus flower. And I found out there was some sort of like inebriation that was possible from a lotus flower. I think somebody didn't want to believe that this person was capable of that. And then when they saw the evidence, it just kind of finalized their opinion, right? Okay, I guess it's that person. We have 1927 from the two numbers here. All right, let's get a little bit more from the Everyday Witch Tarot. Five of Cups, regret, thinking about what was done, wishing they hadn't done it. This could be specifically about whatever made somebody feel like they didn't have what they needed. For example, betting $10. Probably more than that, though, right? Tell me about the Five of Swords, please. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This is a setback, but a very significant setback. I wish I hadn't done that one thing because I really screwed myself over. I'm trying to think of a good example. I had a friend that took their phone out while we were waiting to get onto the light rail, which is like the public transportation train. Was a little bit clumsy with it, and it dropped right down in the train tracks. Couldn't really get it back. Just one of those little, like, that's going to ruin my next couple of days. And it was just a minute of me not really thinking the way I should, right? Hi there, Dino. How are you doing? Somebody thinks back to a particular moment and wishes they had chosen differently. Wishes they had taken seriously the consequences they would face for an offer or a deal or something that they did. Death in the reverse. Kind of feels to me like this is no take backsies. You cannot renegotiate this, right? We had negotiating in the reverse. You cannot undo this. You cannot make this okay. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. There is a new beginning that somebody was supposed to have, and they've lost that altogether because of this decision that they made. Page of Cups. The apology is really important here. Somebody has to hold themselves accountable and has to demonstrate that they feel bad about how they treated somebody or what they did. That's part of their penance. Six of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the reverse. This is, in some regards, a situation that's meant to address an ego problem. You are a little bit too comfortable believing in yourself when the chances are not in your favor. You're a little bit too willing to take a risk and screw other people over in order to save your own hide. This is like coming across to me as an accountability lesson. Tell me about the dice. Hanged Man in the reverse. Queen of Cups. This feels like escapism to me, which is a really good song. If you haven't heard that already, by Ray. The Hanged Man in the reverse feels to me like somebody could have done this the right way, but they took a shortcut. I don't want to do this much work, so I'm going to take this and pay off my debts, even though it's not mine. I'm sure the person that I'm taking from will forgive me. They'll understand. Maybe they even had intentions of making back that money and replacing it before anybody ever figured out that it was gone. It doesn't matter. Those intentions didn't actually solve the problem, right? I swear I saw another one that was face up. There you are. Four of Swords in the reverse. Do you ever feel like someone did something to you that no apology whatsoever could heal? I mean, by all means, you can apologize, but you're dead to me. You know? This was something that you can't really fix. The Moon. So there could be, I'm looking at these cats. There's a small cat in reality, but in the lake's reflection, you can see a much larger cat. So it kind of makes me feel like we have almost like that compound interest on an investment, right? If you take something out of your 401k, for example, there's a penalty there, right? So you don't have as much money as you think you have because the government's going to take their share, right? This is like whatever was taken, even if it's paid back exactly what was taken, there's still like interest that was lost or something that cannot be recouped. This was like such a bad decision, whoever did this. Tell me about the Strength card. Ace of Wands. So whoever has been stolen from, whoever, is deserving of an apology, there's a new beginning. There's something that's going to, as far as the universe is concerned, make up for this theft, right? The person who stole may not be able to make it right, but the universe can. It's unfortunate, isn't it, Joshua? I hope you have more reliable and trustworthy people around you now. We have the Three of Cups. For some of you, this is the last chapter in a book of people you don't need to know anymore. Like, you're cool. I'm out, right? I'm trying not to get in trouble because I had one of my videos like dinged for swearing. So I'm trying to be a better person. It's going real well. And it could be that you finally see a community or a family, a group of people for who they truly are. You're willing to screw me over in order to make your life a little bit easier. Well, guess what? I'm not going to be there for you the next time you need something. I'm not going to let you take advantage of me. Five of Swords in the reverse, the Chariot. You can't betray me if I'm not there. You're going to wish that you hadn't treated me the way that you did because you will never find somebody that's as reliable or trustworthy as I was. And I no longer wish to be that person for you because I cannot trust you and you do not deserve to be in my energy. Tell me about the Fool in the reverse, please. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm telling you, this is like somebody getting quite the consequence for their actions. Like if they stole $100, they're losing 10,000. It's like by a factor, right? Of 10, 5, 50. It's a big deal. Like sometimes people don't realize the long-term value of a relationship. I say this as somebody who's done sales. you get a discount sometimes if you sign a contract, right? Because people are like, okay, well, I'm going to make money on you for the next several years, right? This is somebody who didn't want to admit to themselves that by screwing over whoever this was in their life, they were effectively robbing from themselves in the future, right? Yeah, it's definitely mischievous. All right, this is the Zodiac fortune telling cards. Let's see what else we have for you. We have, you are missing many opportunities. Take advantage. This is the universe trying to make up for what you have lost. You are too good for your own good. Look, protect that generous, kind heart of yours, okay? There are instances where it will come in handy, where it suits the situation, where the people that you're dealing with deserve that good-heartedness, right? But there are some people out there that don't deserve your delightful, caring, compassionate self. They just don't. Because they're greedy, because they're selfish, because they only think about themselves, because they make poor decisions and they say, screw the consequences. I don't care. You know what I think about when I make decisions? What is that going to look like in 30 minutes, 30 days, 30 years? Am I going to regret that? Because if I'm going to regret that, then I'm not going to do it, right? Look at your lineup of friends and family. Make sure you're not letting people get away with highway robbery because you love them. Because look, I love a lot of people. I have some wonderful people in my life, but that doesn't mean they can get away with this and expect to be in my life a week later, right? Hi there, Miss Christina. How are you doing? I missed ya. All right, let's get another one for you. We have, you are a great leader. There are people here in this world that you are meant to inspire and lead. And there are also people that you are meant to teach by removing your energy from their life. And I feel like whoever did you dirty here doesn't deserve to have those long-term benefits, that long-term value of being in your life, but other people do. So when you cut some people out because they don't want to learn their lessons, because they don't want to be good to you, because they don't want to return your good intentions, you make room for people in your life that do have those good intentions. Oh, you're sweet. So let's get one more for you. This is kind of a financial deck. So let's see what else we have. Conscious consumer. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you can choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods, live simply, and purchase only that which you need. I feel like this was you all along, and somebody felt like because you had that money just sitting around, or because you weren't driving that car, or you weren't using that computer, they could just take it, right? Wrong. That's for you. Universe is proving it. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm going to record some shorts for you. Feel free to comment, by the way, as usual, on the audio. I'm trying to make sure that audio on the shorts are better than they have been or than it has been. So let me know if that's getting better. Otherwise, love you all. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.